EA Sports coverage of the National Football League comes to you from Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, Michigan. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the New England Patriots. Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And we are underway from Ford Field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Here's Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35.
Well, partner, it's pretty simple. One thing you don't want to see defensively, on the very first snap of the game, some guy running free like we just saw there.
Heck of a start for this offense, no doubt. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
2nd and 11. Now Stafford. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Patriots' 11-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Here's Stafford. Pressure too great, and he goes down once more. It's John Simon with a sack. Draws a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
And the 13-year man puts it through. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
The 29-yard line.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. They run with Harris. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
1st down, New England.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll give to Harris. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Patriots, nothing.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They run with Harris. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully, that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the 1st down sticks are, and get there.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, Michelle. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line.
The tackle by
solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Lions' 32-yard line.
They'll run with Michelle. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And 10, Newton. Slant route, caught by Edelman. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Edelman. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 19-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half. One that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Michelle. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
At the 16-yard.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
First down, New England.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On 2nd down, Michelle. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now a toss, left side, Michelle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
They'll try to run it in, Michelle, and they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field.
3-yard attempt.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And maybe time for this offense to really hit the reset button. They were shut out in the first half, but still, they're right in this game.
They certainly are. What I like about it is that you actually continue to play. You know, you just find a way to make a few plays yourself, and you noted it. Right there on the border in this game, they're not that far off. Just got to find a play or two, and they could be very happy at that point.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it. This is Michel. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Newton. Over the middle, Julian Edelman. It's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who can make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Newton. And he lets go a laser pulled in by Edelman. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Now Michel. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a New England 1st down. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On the ground is Michel. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Jerron Harmon makes the tackle.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. The ground. This is Michel. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Here's Newton. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. And that is going to do it. break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. The Pats at the line, ready to go. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Coming off the pick six, it's Newton. On the connection, this is Ryan Izzo, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Out of the gun, Newton. He gets it to James White. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Well, that's something you haven't had to talk about much this game. A nice big play right there. But this team, overall, they haven't done a whole lot offensively.
Well, they're still sitting on the goose egg. We talk about defenses having pride in a shutout. This offense wants to get rid of that zero. First down, it's Newton. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
From the red zone now, Newton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Second and 10, Newton again. And he's got it. And the Patriots are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. To the air again, Newton. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Cam Newton with a touchdown pass to Julian Edelman. And the Patriots are back within a score. Now, there was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Lions 10, Patriots 7.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, Stafford. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Third and long, it's Stafford. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here comes the Lions punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Patriots take over
at their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Now Newton on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's White. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Stafford going to give it to Swift. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Back to throw. Stafford. They find Swift out of the backfield. They're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 23 yards the pickup there. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one. Yeah,
and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Up 3rd and 6.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Here's a toss play right to Swift. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try it now with Swift. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down.
Today's final score, Lions.
Well, Charles, a game and a decision that people may be talking about tomorrow for sure. Had a chance at a long field goal there at the end to try and tie it. They elect to not kick it, and they lose the game.
And I think what we'd all love to see is that little slip of paper that the special teams coach handed to head coach before the game that said, this is where our kicker is good from today. This is where he feels confident, because that might be the absolute mark that tells us, okay, Maybe we have to run more offense because maybe he doesn't feel good about kicking it from this distance.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Ford Field.